Alright, this project is going to be heaps of fun. I'm going to reassemble a guitar, a Kramer 6000 that I've had since 1988. And I've got the body, I've got quite a few of the parts. It's going to be a very, very simple guitar. Humbucker, volume, output, that's about it. So I'm going to show you how to do it. And if you didn't have the old parts course, you can always buy them on Trade Me, make them, borrow, steal, whatever you like. Let's get the rest of the bits and let's see what's actually entailed in making your own custom guitar. Get in there, yes. Oh, hi, how you doing? Well, time to resurrect the old Kramer. First got this beastie back in 1988, I believe. It was a Kramer 6000 Focus. I had Charlotte pickups, original Floyd, etc, which I still have. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be chucking my original Floyd on it right at the moment. Going to be chucking this here, which is a pretty nasty Japanese, dodgy Jackson bridge, but it'll do the trick in the meantime. So anyway, found the tremolo screws, which is all cool. Also found some original parts here, which is pretty cool. Got the original tremolo claw here, which as you can see has had a really, really hard time. We've got a few Damasio screws we're going to chuck in there. Original tremolo springs, as you can see, they're really corroded and stuff, but it's going to be fun to see if they're actually going to work. Pretty sure this isn't an original jack, but hopefully it should work all right. Got the original plate that jack actually plugs into, which is fantastic. I thought I'd actually lost that. And I'm pretty sure this is the original 500k pot that the Kramer had. Just a couple of other things too. Got a retainer here off of Ibanez Gem 777 that's going to go up on the neck. And of course a pickup to go in there. So my favourite pickup over the last couple of years is the good old Damasio Air Zone. It's pretty cool. It's just like a chilled out tone zone, kind of has really nice harmonics, should work pretty good with this nasty old cherry body. So I think it might be time to go find the rest of the parts. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so here's the neck that I finally found, which is all good. We're here at G-Spot Guitars in Balmoral, and my friend Jean's going to supply me a few little bits and pieces of which we need, which is the plate for the back here. Oh yeah, Jean, yeah, we need a plate for the back here. And the 4 screws that go in there, and then we need the 2 little buggers for the old trim route. So great, it's good to be back here at G-Spot Guitars. He's lent us a nice little luthier's clamp here, which we're using to hold the neck together. You could use a G-clamp or just be a rough bugger like I usually am, and just go for it anyway. Alright, it's the plate on, all screwed up. So the pickup isn't going to quite fit in there with the screws, so Jean's making a little bit of wood space that I'll throw straight in there. Hopefully if you use the pickups around you wouldn't have any of this problem, of course. Alright, so I'm just screwing this pickup straight in to the body. Oh, she's a nice fit. What do you reckon the tonal differences are, Jean, between using a ring mount and going straight into the body, like people like Ibanez and some Jacksons tend to do?
Well, they say that the body mount picks up a bit more of the body resonance.
Cool.
Whereas the springs isolate it a little bit from the body.
So you think it's a bit more. So here's the jack plate and the jack input. So we're just screwing that whole assembly together, ready for soldering. Jean's just soldered this 3rd lug here down onto the body. Got one of these new kill switch pots, which is going into it. Very nice. Now Jean's going to slash the ends off the pickup wires. And this is just going to be a standard wire here, so it's just going to be wired up humbucking. There's not going to be splitting or anything fancy like that. Hey Jean?
Yes.
Yes.
Just pulling this.
Jean's just putting through a bridge wire, earth wire onto the tremolo claw. Soldering that puppy on. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to make up a new backplate for this here, so we need to work out a way of doing that. And I've got a piece of brass here, sorry, copper, I got from the lovely Mrs. Watson, and I'm going to make a little template for it by first tracing over it with a pencil. Cool, so you can see we've got the shape here of a control plate. From that piece of paper, so you can see I cut out a little template here, which I then put over a piece of copper the way before, and if you look up closely, I've drilled little holes for the screws. It's a little bit rough, but it'll do the job, and being copper, it's going to shield it really good. Now I've just got some sandpaper on a block, and I'm just rounding up the edges, getting it taken down, getting it ready to peel off the clear coat here. Voila! And you've still got a clean piece of brass. Look at that compared to the other side. Nice. Alright, let's screw it in. Here she is, the dirty old copper cover. Said before it was brass, it's copper of course. Pretty rough, sounds like an EH pedal, but ready to go. Made another one here for the front to cover the single coils, and I've used the stuff that's already really rough. So now I'm just going to put some filler in these holes to try and make it look like a standard old Beretta, and we'll be ready to go. Here's the filler, got a bit on here. Done most of it. I'm just going over the top of these holes. Push off the excess there. So let that dry and sand it off, and it should look a lot better. Right, well that's all the sanding done. As you can see, she's rough, but it's flat and all the filler's done. And let's see, she's done. So I've done a rough intonation check on the guitar. It's roughly in, not fantastic, but let's see how it sounds. Well, so there you have it. A lot of the parts I've actually owned myself and put together, but it wouldn't be hard to buy all the parts and put it together yourself. I did a bit of an art about face way. I should have actually done all the filling and things like that before I put all the copper plates and things like that on. But anyway, got there in the end. So you can put a guitar together out of second-hand parts using decent USB pickups and electronics for under the $500 mark, which is a lot better than a Korean or Chinese one that you're going to have out there. And it's heaps more fun. And look at the results.